Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be doing a video review on Transformers Generations Double Dealer. So, first things off, I would like to start off by saying Double Dealer. He looks very nice. Very nice color scheme we have going. We have a we have a little bit of red for the glass on the cockpit. Not very realistic, but looks cool. Overall, I like his aesthetic. He's a very, I don't know, something about this guy just, looks very good. I don't know if it's, his shape. I like how, robotic he looks. Very robotic, very, tall looking. Very nice. He kind of reminds me of Blitzwing from the, Bumblebee movie, which is, also very nice. I might pick that guy up soon and do a video review about him. First, I would like to start off by talking about his articulation a little bit. This is what the figure looks like from the front. And this is what he looks like from the back. He's got a little bit of a back here due to the cannon, which is a gimmick. He does have a firing cannon. He has a firing gun, but he cannot utilize it in robot mode. It's not one of his weapons in robot mode. And so, yeah. So, for his articulation, you have a few different points of articulation here. So, you have a hip joint. Can go pretty far back. Can go pretty far forward. He can kick pretty high. He has a pretty nice knee joint. He has a swivel on the hip. Or swivel on the knee, I should say. Ankles on a ball joint, so very posable there. For the arms, and this is his worst problem, I would say. The arms do not tab in that well. I don't know if my copy is just because my copy is very old, but the arms I don't know if this has been a problem on every single copy, but the arms on this thing just do not stay tabbed in when you pull them upwards. I could hold it in place and move it. But yeah, he has a rotation here, full 360. He has a swivel on the elbow, a joint on the elbow, and wrist rotation. Wrist can rotate a full 360. And this is the problem that I'm talking with. Does not tab in. Literally does not just tab in. And then for his head rotation, he can rotate a full 360. He does have light piping. He does have light piping here in the back. Very nice. And he has very nice, cool red eyes. Which, I don't know too much about this, his character profile. All I know is that he's like a deceiver. I don't know if he's a Decepticon or an Autobot. I think he's a Decepticon, but his whole thing about his character is that he's like a double agent. He lies. He can pretend to be an Autobot and then he can pretend to be a Decepticon. Thus the name Double Dealer. And this guy is actually just a repaint of Transformers Generations Blitzwings. So just if you know that. So now we're going to be moving on to the transformation. And as the name entails, not just can he play the role of being an Autobot of Decepticon, but he's also a triple changer. Double Dealer, double vehicle modes. So he can turn into a robot. You're seeing this mode right here, his robot mode. He also has a jet mode, and after the jet mode, he has a tank mode. So first we will be moving on to the jet mode. So to transform for the jet mode, what you want to do is, and this is just the way I would do it. First thing you want to do is have this section right here, this hand section, make sure his fists are straight, and then pull this hand cover out. And do it for the other side. Then the next thing you want to do is you want to unhook this shoulder piece here. You want to unhook those. And then the next thing that you want to do is you want to pull these legs apart. just like that. And you can see for the other side, it just pulls right out. You can leave his legs like this. Then what you want to do after that is now you want to just let the gun go like that so you could have some room to do it. And flip out the cockpit, unhook the cockpit from the chest. Yeah, unhook, it can be a little finicky sometimes, but it clicks in rather well. You hook the cockpit in, and then you have to push the head in. Gotta push the head in, and you click in the nose of the cockpit. And this nose is actually made out of, and I really appreciate the detail on this nose. I mean, you can see the little gun holes there for the machine guns, the paint. It looks really sick. And it's made out of a rubbery material. It's like made out of rubbery, flimsy material, but it's pretty solid. Now the next part that you want to do is you want to put the legs this way, flip them here. You want to fix his feet, which in vehicle mode will become thrusters, like this. And just flip out his other smaller wing pair and do it for the other side. Then what you want to do is you want to, there's a tab here, there's a little hole right there, and there's a notch right here that's supposed to fill in that hole. What you would do, and you have to compress the hip back in when you do this, or else it'll be loose. And it just clicks in like that. And I'll do the same for the other side. Now, onto the arms. For the arms, what you want to do is you want to fold them inwards like this. Then you're going to rotate, you're going to utilize that elbow swivel and rotate it this way and then fold downwards. But before you want to do that, I forgot this step. You want to place the gun in this motion. And there's a notch here. There's a little tab insert right there. And the insert for that tab is going to be this piece right here. This little stick out. And you would put that right here. Just gonna make sure that it's all together in there. Yep, and here you go. This is his completed jet mode. It's rather nice, actually. I'm actually rather astonished. It's very nice. It's almost like a modified F-14 Tomcat in a way. I feel like it takes a lot of inspiration from an F-14, from a Tomcat, because it has these wings that fold out here, which I recently found out that these are called variable sweep wings. They're called variable sweep wings, and what they do is basically, as a fighter jet is increasing its speed, they fold back based upon speed. Because in order to break the sound barrier, if you have a straight wings, the more straight your wings are, which means the more out they are like this, there's a large possibility that they'll break off. Yeah, so a large possibility that they'll break off. And that's besides the point. But overall, this is the jet mode. Holds together pretty well. And another thing that it has landing gear on it, which is pretty nice. So you can just have a little jet there like this. You can have the wings folded out, but you don't have to. I'm not going to have it on mine. But pretty nice jet mode. And you can also use the missile in jet mode here So to put in the missile, what I like to do is I like to fold, because the cannon is like on a spring. You have to push the cannon back, then insert the missile, then pull the cannon forward. Then you can shoot the missile. Now, I'm just going to shoot the missile at my hand. It's a very weak missile. This is a very old toy. So it's a very old figure. So it doesn't really like work that much. Let me have another go at that. Let me just get it in a way. Yeah. Well, it doesn't really shoot that far. This is an old figure. So, this is not going to be that strong. But yeah, that is the jet mode. And so now, we will go from jet mode to tank mode. So, for tank mode, what you want to do is fold the landing gear in like that. Unhook these legs. And what you want to do is you want to have these legs like this, facing the treads. And there's a special thing, and first we'll move on to the cockpit actually. So we have to fold the legs out again, because this is the whole reason why it had that point in the first place. And you want to fold in this cockpit like here. Have this in like that. And what you want to do is here you'll see that you can open up the leg actually. The treads on the legs come out a little bit, so you can fold out the other part of the tread that has the other wheels. And that'll click in like that. And this can be a little finicky sometimes, but we'll do it for the other side as well. A little piece fell off that time. What was that? The wheel? Oh, that was just the wheel. Let me put this. One of my wheels on the tracks just fell off. I'll just put it on real quickly. There we go. Okay, and we fold the wing back in. You have to fold the wing in all the way. Keep on folding it until you hear a click. That's how you know you got it all the way in. So then once you have it like that, if you fold the upper wings upwards like that, and you just click everything back in again. It's a little tedious though. I might have to do this off camera. Okay, we got the one side in. Now we'll do the other side. Let me just do this on camera real quick. Okay, and here is the tank mode. Finally got those legs in. Getting those legs in can be quite a tedious process, a little bit if you're not careful. But here is the completed tank mode. And fold this piece in. There we go. Here's the completed tank mode. Pretty good. The turret can rotate a full 360. The turret goes up a little bit. Well, actually goes up quite a bit. You can put it all the way up. You can have this thing shooting in any direction you want. And you can still use the gun while it is in tank mode. Also, this character, besides the missile, has 2 other accessories. He has this laser weapon. It is like a laser rifle. And he also has a sword. It's a very nice detailed sword. I really like this sword a lot. Looks very nice. I wish they had this type of color on figures today. Because they don't even, some figures, they don't have their swords painted chrome like this in this way, which I really appreciate if they would bring that back, Hasbro. So overall, this figure is quite nice. The only thing that I would say is kind of off about him is in robot mode, when you are utilizing his shoulder joint, and it likes to pop out sometimes. I really wish they could have engineered some type of way to make his shoulders more firm and more tabbed in better. But other than that, robot mode looks pretty nice. Looks pretty good. And everything's pretty good about him. He's a very cool figure. And yeah, that's it. So I give this guy an 8 out of 10. Very nice. Transformers Generations, Double Dealer, everyone. Pick him up if you can.